In the world of combat sports, confidence and bravado are almost as important as skill and technique. Fighters often exude a certain level of cockiness, believing their abilities are unmatched and that they can do whatever they want. However, this arrogance can lead to an unexpected and dramatic downfall. Today, we're diving into some of the most memorable fights where cocky and disrespectful fighters finally got a taste of their own medicine. These moments are not only satisfying to watch, but also serve as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of sports. Brace yourself for a thrilling ride as we uncover the most epic moments of comeuppance in the ring, right here on Sports Frenzy TV. One of the most iconic examples involves Bernard Hopkins, a fighter who has etched his name in history as one of the greatest. Despite his remarkable achievements, Hopkins was known for his controversial and disrespectful comments, particularly towards white fighters. He made remarks suggesting that he would never allow a white fighter to defeat him. His arrogance was evident in both interviews and during fights, yet he had not faced significant retribution for his behavior. That changed dramatically in 2016. At the age of 51, Hopkins was looking to end his illustrious 27-year career with one last victory. He hoped to retire on a high note, but he faced Joe Smith Jr., a formidable puncher who was determined to punish Hopkins for his previous disrespect. From the outset, the fight was one-sided, with Smith Jr. dominating the veteran. Hopkins struggled to keep up, and it became increasingly clear that his time in the ring was coming to an end. In the 8th round, the situation took a dramatic turn. Hopkins, who had been pushed to the ropes, was on the receiving end of a relentless barrage of punches from Smith Jr. The climax came when Smith Jr. delivered a devastating right hand that sent Hopkins crashing through the ropes and onto the floor outside the ring. Unable to continue due to the injury sustained from the fall, Hopkins was defeated by technical knockout. This fight marked a bitter end to a remarkable career, and it was a fitting conclusion for a fighter whose arrogance had finally caught up with him. Moving on to another notable instance of disrespect in the ring, let's talk about Usman Ahmed, known for his flashy style and flamboyant persona. Ahmed was always keen on showcasing his showmanship, which sometimes bordered on arrogance. During a bout against Ashley Sexton, Ahmed's overconfidence proved to be his undoing. Instead of focusing on the fight, he indulged in theatrics and showboating, which included a ring entrance that seemed to last longer than the actual fight. Ahmed's cockiness continued throughout the fight as he seemed to underestimate Sexton. He was more interested in playing to the crowd than in seriously competing. This attitude cost him dearly. In the first round, Sexton landed a powerful right hook that knocked Ahmed out cold. The fight ended quickly, and Ahmed's display of arrogance was met with a harsh reality check. In another memorable moment, we have Alex Hannon, who faced off against a cocky fighter in a bout that showcased the perils of disrespect. The cocky fighter's lack of respect for Hannon was evident even before the fight began, as he sucker punched Hannon during the referee's instructions. This act of disrespect ignited a fire in Hannon, who was determined to teach his opponent a lesson. From the opening bell, Hannon was relentless. He dominated the fight, delivering powerful punches that gradually wore down his opponent. The disrespect shown by the cocky fighter was repaid in full as Hannon's aggression led to a stoppage in the second round. This fight served as a clear example of how arrogance can lead to a swift and decisive defeat. Vitaly Klitschko, known for his composed demeanor and ability to remain calm under pressure, faced Shannon Briggs in a bout that was marked by Briggs' attempts at mental warfare. Briggs, notorious for his trash talk and attempts to get under his opponent's skin, tried to distract Klitschko with a series of provocative comments and antics. He aimed to get into Klitschko's head and gain a psychological edge. Despite Briggs' efforts, Klitschko remained focused and calm. The fight was a showcase of Klitschko's skill and resilience. He weathered Briggs' mental games and continued to deliver powerful punches throughout the match. By the end of the 12 rounds, Briggs had been thoroughly dominated. Suffering from severe injuries, including a broken orbital bone and a torn biceps. The post-fight aftermath saw Briggs being sent to the hospital in Hamburg, Germany, unable to fly home due to his injuries. His defeat and subsequent injuries led to a more subdued attitude, proving that disrespect can lead to painful consequences. Another significant example of disrespect in the fighting world involves Melvin Manhoef, a highly regarded MMA fighter known for his aggressive style and knockout power. During a fight with Ryo Kawamura, Kawamura's attempts at showboating and distracting his opponent backfired dramatically. Kawamura made several mistakes, including trying to loosen up and distract Manhoef, which was seen as disrespectful. Manhoef, who was not pleased with Kawamura's antics, responded with his trademark aggression. A powerful right cross and a series of hammer fists left Kawamura knocked out cold, teaching him a harsh lesson about respecting one's opponent. This fight underscored the importance of maintaining focus and respect in the ring, as failure to do so can lead to a severe punishment. Disrespect often garners attention, but it loses its effectiveness when the fight itself turns into a spectacle. An example of this is the fight between Muhammad Vakiv and Tony Johnson. Johnson, who had a calm and calculated approach, used his strategy to his advantage. Despite Vakiv's attempts to provoke and unsettle him, Johnson's patience and precision paid off. A well-placed punch to the temple resulted in Vakiv being knocked out, highlighting that a calculated and respectful approach can overcome arrogance and provocation. In the world of boxing, Ricardo Mayorga's behavior exemplifies the extreme lengths some fighters will go to in order to taunt their opponents. Mayorga was known for his disrespectful antics, including smoking in Shane Mosley's face and making provocative gestures on live television. His actions sparked a fierce rivalry and set the stage for their fight. When the two fighters finally faced off, Mosley's response was decisive. He delivered a knockout in the 12th round, putting an end to Mayorga's provocations and demonstrating that disrespect in the ring can lead to a swift and severe response. This fight reinforced the idea that arrogance and disrespect are often met with a fitting punishment. Mixed martial arts also features its share of cocky fighters, and one notable instance involves Joe Harding. Known for his showboating and flashy style, Harding learned the hard way that one punch can change everything. During his fight, Harding's antics included dancing and looking away from his opponent, which was seen disrespectful. Harding's carefree attitude was abruptly ended when his opponent landed a perfect high kick followed by a jab, knocking Harding out cold. This moment served as a stark reminder that in the fight business, showboating and disrespect can lead to a harsh and unexpected defeat. Mike Tyson, once known for his calm demeanor in the early years of his career, became increasingly aggressive as time went on. His fight against Lennox Lewis was a prime example of this shift in attitude. Tyson's hostility and aggressive talk leading up to the fight were evident, but his performance did not match his words. Tyson started the fight with aggressive intent, but he eventually slowed down and began to take heavy punches from Lewis. The fight concluded with Tyson being knocked out in the 8th round, marking one of his most significant defeats. His loss highlighted that even the most fearsome fighters can fall short when their performance does not live up to their bravado. Lastly, Alexander Usyk faced Marco Huck in a bout that underscored the consequences of disrespecting a humble fighter. Huck's repeated attempts to undermine Usyk's reputation were met with a dominating performance. Usyk's relentless attack from the 1st round to the 10th round demonstrated that arrogance and disrespect towards a skilled and humble fighter can lead to a comprehensive defeat. These fights vividly show how arrogance and disrespect can lead to dramatic consequences. From legends like Bernard Hopkins to showmen like Usman Ahmed, the lesson is clear. In combat sports, respect is crucial, and those who lack it often face a harsh reckoning. As we've seen, confidence can quickly turn to humility in the world of sports. Which moment of payback impressed you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting sports highlights and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.